Hello, Dale Bundy again, here for another video content on something that I wanted to talk to you about. And I found this quote from Muhammad Ali that I kind of took to heart, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it. And I was going to make it a short little thing, but as you will find out, it turns into a little bit of almost like a short story, a little bit longer than normal, but I hope you will stay with me. Muhammad Ali had this little quote: "He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life." The subject is taken from one of Muhammad Ali's quotes. The boxing and sports world are mourning his death. He is generally regarded as one of the most significant heavyweight champions in the history of the sport. I could not help but notice how his quote applies to a number of things that can and does affect our very lives. As you can see, my emphasis is on steps to passive retirement income for life. That is from my book that I wrote, Retirement Income for Baby Boomers. I point out in my released book, and it's co-authored by a New York Times best-selling author, The Baby Boomers Retirement Guide, as well as a number of articles in my blog, http://category/babyboomers, and in my Facebook, Dale Bundy Fans, and Twitter, twitter.com. You can earn 1K a day. A word about what is next. I started out writing this email inspired by the quotes of Muhammad Ali as it relates to the economic health of baby boomers, presently between 52 and 70 years of age. However, the more I wrote, the email centers around a short story. So I have converted my short story into a post with the following areas covered: a brief look at generations and retirement, basic concern for baby boomers' ability to retire, my attempts to overcome retirement funds which fell short after my retirement, successes I've achieved, and how you too can achieve those successes. What I have, even at the age of 78, I might add that I just had my 78th birthday, so I do not fall within this generation of baby boomers. I'm in the silent generation, sometimes referred to as traditionalists, 1928 to 1945. However, the economic forces that caused a real downturn in retirement did seriously affect me in my last 8 to 9 years of my business career before I retired. I relate them what I did to overcome the shortfall in my retirement fund and how I was able to finally solve the problem and am now on my way to a six-figure income. Well, my basic concern is the generation of baby boomers born between 1946 and 1964 and are now in our fast approaching retirement age. They have had serious economic conditions impact their retirement plans that occurred just after the turn of the 21st century. This, on top of the recession in 1982, pension plans were either ended or benefits were reduced. This was in addition to economic conditions that reduced the value already accumulated, plus companies making drastic changes in 401k plans as it pertains to matching employee contributions. So we have a brief look at generations in retirement, a basic concern for baby boomers' ability to retire. My attempts to overcome retirement fund fell short after my retirement. Successes I've achieved and how you too can achieve what I have even at the age of 78. That's what I'm going to go over once again to remind you. While I do go into a lot more in my book, Baby Boomers Retirement Guide, the economic problems still face the younger generations on planning for enough money to retire. A brief look at Generation X. Generation X is assigned to those born between 1965 and 1980, presently between the ages of 36 and 51. If you are in this generation, then you have undoubtedly gone through school, including college, and got a good job with job security. How you started, well, your baby boomer parents were more educated and were more career-minded rather than raising children, leading to a decline in birth rates during this period. While they did see to it that their kids had a good college education, economic changes had effect of raising interest rates drastically, affecting home purchases, coupled with lower starting salaries. Our nation incurred a deep recession in 1982, forcing an increase in business bankruptcies. Inflation rose, as did interest rates. Concerns over fragility of their work situation meant that the Generation Xers, were worried about work security, so tended to put in long hours. They wanted a raise, a promotion, career development, and respect. Generation X, well, they needed a balance between work and life freedom. Flexible and motivated, wanted to build a portable career. Great. However, what we are now seeing is this. While better educated, many are still paying off student loans, raising a family on wages that have barely increased in recent years. They've incurred more debt than other age groups. Some 40% don't feel financially secure. They tend to have a mindset geared toward entrepreneurs. May not like the job or the work, but stay on because of financial security and medical fringes that the job offers. They're loyal to the job and company only to be downsized out. Those of you in this generation are still some 15 years from retirement, but you are still susceptible to the same problems in our economy today, and you will have enough in your retirement account, let alone a job that will provide the 401k plan and pension plans to ensure your needed retirement fund. My basic concern is a generation of baby boomers born between 46 and 64 has had serious economic conditions impact their retirement plans that occurred just after the turn of the 21st century. Pension plans were either ended or benefits were reduced. This in addition to economic conditions that reduced the value already accumulated, plus companies making drastic changes to matching employee contributions. Millennium's Y or Nexus generation, well, this generation consists of those born between 1981 and 2006, with the current age ranging from 10 to about 35. I don't know if these unfortunate conditions affected you in any way. I hope not. I do know it adversely affected me, plus a large number of fellow employees I worked with. I retired some 7 years ago, after a very successful 40 years with several different companies, but with a retirement plan that did not meet what I had expected several years back. Upon retiring, I wanted to remain actively productive, take on new challenges as I had in my business career, and above all, supplement my retirement savings. So what better way to make money working from home? I Googled it, and it opened up a whole new world for me. Talk about taking on new challenges. I faced a great number of them. I didn't get involved with every one I looked at, but I certainly did a big share of them. All those promises made by the gurus of the time that hit it big in the .com era, now selling their secrets on how they made it X number of dollars at X amount of period of time, with examples of how they did it. Trouble is, a number of controls and changes have taken place in addition to a very large increase in a number of people who wanted to add income to the financial future, just like me. And maybe yourself too. Well, I wanted to take on new challenges, and internet marketing took care of that. I spent a lot of time, something I did have plenty of, but also tens of thousands of dollars, which I didn't have enough of to be doing that kind of spending. One thing I did have going for me was the many obstacles I had overcome to become successful in my business career, and the determination and mindset that I could do the same thing in my retirement years. I learned two major factors from that. During my formative newbie learning years, I got where I started, recognizing scams, pyramid schemes, etc. And most importantly, the processes behind what were needed in all phases of working within this arena. The money I did make, small commissions on products generally selling for $100 less, did not make up any real addition to my retirement future. What I did see in most every case was the back-end products with a higher sales price, all going to the guru. All the back-end sales went to them. The money spent, the further reduction in my retirement savings did not detract me from finding a program that had some real teeth in it. A solid foundation that included real up-to-date training, coaching, mentorship, and the ability to meet periodically with those that had the same mindset and learn from them. Well, November 3rd, 2015 will always remain in my mind, because that's when I opened up this email. Multi-millionaire wants you to partner with him. Just $49, and the rest is history. Well, $49, I spent a lot more than that opening up an email. Well, as it turned out, Matt Lloyd, now about 29, from a farm in Perth, Australia, after some 2 or 3 years trying to make a go of it himself in internet marketing, finally succeeded and started a system that contains what I was looking for and a lot more. His 21-step program works you through to either start your own business or improve the business you already have. Well, you got on my list because you opted into one of my ads that spoke of making money. And you may have already bought the MTTB 21-step program. If so, congratulations. You will find that you have made a very good choice. Or maybe you were just curious and opted in because you wanted to see what it was all about. My emails that you received from me, hopefully opened, were intended to tell you more about this program and how you too can take 9 steps to passive retirement income for life. Hopefully, unlike me, you are just starting to look at making money from home opportunities and haven't spent a great deal of money looking for the right one. Well, you don't have to look any further. The program you opted in here is the only one you need to set yourself in motion. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. Once again, Muhammond Ali's quote. So how do you stack up against it? If not, then you may be willing to go on through life as you are now. If that is the case, then why opt in on something having to do with making some money? If not courageous enough to risk spending $49 and join in a partnership with a company that has grown to over $100 million in 5 years and has paid over $65 million to its affiliate partners, then I'm sorry, and you may as well unsubscribe because your mindset is such that you don't want to become successful. I don't mean to be harsh, only honest with you. Let's look what I've accomplished in just the 6 months I've been involved. February, traveled to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for a 7-day mastermind. March, traveled to Fiji for a 7-day mastermind. March, traveled to Las Vegas, 3-day supercharged summit, attendees from all over the world. April, traveled to Jamaica month, that was 10-day mastermind, loved it there. By the way, these masterminds are held at fabulous resorts around the globe, with at least one held every month. Top speakers are invited, all with very pertinent knowledge to partake to us. Above all, we can network with other like-minded entrepreneurs in our community and learn from the top-level affiliates and the 6, even 7+ figure ranges who relate to the rest of us important ideas on how we can grow our business as well as form joint ventures with other entrepreneurs. My best day ever was $20,000 in commissions, which also got me on the top 10 list for April. Okay, I was only number 9th, but at least I made the top 10. By the way, Darren Salkill just passed the $10 million mark in commissions. Also believed he came from a farm, must be something to that. Also believe he in this MOB for about 3 years, is a rock star. The 7 of the others are all in 6 figures that were on that list. So yes, in just 6 months, I've had some online successes and had made over $52,000 so far to date, which includes my very best day, as I mentioned, of $20,000 commissions. That was more than I ever made in 1 month in my corporate life. Oh, before I forget, MOB has high-ticket products on how to start a business or improve the one you may already have. Along with the high-ticket product comes some high-level commissions up to $1,250, $3,300, $5,500, and even $10,000. So want to make $10,000 per month? Do the math and compare it against what a commission structure is like in all other affiliate programs. Let's say using sales of $100 and commissions of even 50%, you would have to sell 200 widgets to make $10,000 a month. Using our low-end commission, which is $1,250, you need only sell 8 of those per month, and you get your $10,000 per month. Also, in that month that I made all that commission, I qualified to get a car from MOB, and it's completely paid for every month on my lease. I just mentioned that I was able to qualify that, and everything, you can get anything with a motor, a plane, helicopter, boat, motorcycle, and of course the car. Points are awarded and based on number of points, and they'll send you a check anywhere between $600 to $3,000 each month for the lease or purchase of your choice. Sunday, May 30th, 2016, I took delivery of my Honda Sonata Limited, fully equipped, and I will get $600 each month for having that car. Thank you, Mob, and thank you, Matt Lloyd. His surprise call to me is in the following link. I knew, of course, about the car. What I didn't know was that the $12,500 commission I had made in addition to him calling me about the car. And there's the link that tells all about it. One other great benefit, in December, Mob pays for a 7-day cruise to the Bahamas for 2, all paid for those who have made commissions over $100,000 for the year. That is on my bucket list. Matt is coming out with some new programs, most likely in the next month or so, that will further enhance the already powerful training we received. Well, I have not run out of words, but when I started writing this, I didn't mean to have such a short story. I am serious, though, especially motivated when I saw the quote. I should back off a bit about whether you are courageous enough to risk spending $49, which is fully refundable if you don't make $1,000 in a month. And that is you know nothing about or have any experience at all in anything related to internet marketing. Well, we have people that had that same so-called problem that are making 5 figures or even more now, easily. They followed the well-laid-out training programs, coaching, mentoring, and masterminds. If you want to learn more, then just click on the link below. Thank you, Dale Bundy, with another session. Have a good day.